102, folks. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 102nd episode of the Losers Lounge podcast. And it is a fun time here. It is November. November is, well, that's the month where that's when the early days of the snow starts to show up in some places. But in my area, sometimes it waits till December. That's all good, though. Here to be talking about WWE Crown Jewel. First off, though, I want to take this moment and say thank you guys for the love and support after I let you guys know about my recent hospitalization. Stomach is still giving me issues, so I'm taking it easy. I'm doing what the doctors have informed me to do. I'm going to be resting up after I'm done recording this podcast, but I'm here because, well, I can't resist talking about WWE Crown Jewel. As we all know, in 2018, absolute disaster. 2019, you know what? Before we get to that, I can't be rude here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome two-time Losers Lounge member of the Year and Optimistic Hall of Famer, the heelest of Balors.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the heelest of Balors, and I am here with the one and only Christian freaking Maracle. It feels good to be back on the podcast. Christian, did you know it's a new month?
Indeed, it is a new month. How was your Halloween?
Oh, actually, pretty good, not gonna lie. I didn't get candy. I got candy, but I barely ate it.
Oh, me? Well, I don't eat candy anymore.
Oh, there you go.
It's all good, though. Had a great time. Anyway, I honestly had a quiet Halloween because, well,
Same here.
The day after I ended up going to the hospital.
Oof.
Oof,
I went to a
indeed.
funeral the next day, so it was weird.
That's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, though, in November, we have a stacked month because we got 3 pay-per-views. The first off, is Crown Jewel, which is this upcoming Saturday. We got AW Full Gear on the 19th, and Survivor Series War Games on the 26th.
So a threesome.
Hell yeah, let's have a threesome. But only folks
There's only
if
2
you're
of us here, Christian.
only folks if you're over 18. If you're under, well, why the hell would you even bother asking that sort of question? That
Exactly.
very not right.
Get yourselves out of the gutters, man.
Exactly. I don't understand why the hell they would do that. But moving forward, Crown Jewel is this upcoming Saturday, and as we know, it's had its crazy history. 2018, it was the worst ever. Remember ranting about that?
No comment.
2019, major improvement.
Yes, it was.
And 2021, practically pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, it was.
I wonder if 2022 is going to be somewhere in the middle, or if it could be better. I mean, the match card is not as stacked as last year's was, but even then, it still looks fantastic.
Yes, sir.
I wonder, though. What is Bray Wyatt taking care of, I wonder?
I have no idea. What is Mr. Wyatt doing?
I don't know, but folks, yeah, Bray Wyatt is going to be at Crown Jewel. That's going to be interesting. The whole thing about what's going on, he's afraid of his Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, I was afraid of my uncle. I'm not going into details.
Yeah, it's all good. I wonder, though, who is Uncle Howdy?
You know, when I first heard the name Uncle Howdy, I thought of something from Toy Story. I don't know why. Thought me of Wyatt the Cowboy or something like that. I don't freaking know. Just sounds so Western. Uncle Howdy.
Let me guess. You thought of the prospector from Toy Story 2.
He knows me so well, guys.
Yeah. I'll be honest, that was a hell of a villain.
Yeah, it was.
But who do you think Uncle Howdy is?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've heard potentially Bo Dallas.
Okay.
I've also seen, I know this is obviously not this guy, but I've seen the similarities between him and Malachi Black.
That would be cool, but no.
Yeah, of course not. He's still signed with AEW, and he's taking time off to recover from his mental health, which everybody could use that every now and then.
Mental health is important, ladies and gentlemen. You hear it from the Losers Lounge.
Hell yeah, that's what we're here for. And hopefully, a way to take care of your mental health is to listen to our podcast, because we love y'all very much.
That's right. Excuse me.
Oh my God, take it easy, dude. And of course, this November is not only just great things for, for pay-per-views and wrestling, but we also have a couple of interesting movies coming out. One of them being Black Panther.
Wakanda forever.
Yes, indeed. Not bad. That was actually really cool.
Thank you.
And of course, if you got Disney Plus, there's that brand new Disenchanted movie, the sequel to Enchanted. That's something I've been looking forward to for 15 years.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is also coming out.
Can't wait.
Anything involving the Guardians is awesome, but we all know holiday specials don't exactly have a good reputation, but there's a promise.
Yeah, for real.
As long as we have a promise, that's always good.
Yes, sir.
But back to the subject of Bray Wyatt, I really think that this is where they'll actually reveal who Uncle Howdy is, because I don't think he's going all the way to Saudi Arabia just to cut yet another promo, then get interrupted by the screen.
Nah, that'd be weird.
Nah, they probably just do that for SmackDown and everything, but I don't think they would have Bray Wyatt travel all the way to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, just to do that again.
Nah.
So that's why I'm thinking we'll see who the identity is of Uncle Howdy, and perhaps maybe we'll learn more on who else is involved with this.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't think it's just those guys. I don't think it's just Bray Wyatt at all.
Oh?
As we all know, the whole thing about the rumors about the Wyatt 6
Yes, sir.
could very well be a stable. Or it could very well be the 6 personalities of Bray Wyatt. We don't know.
Which I kind of find kind of cool.
Yeah, I enjoy that. But regardless, though, I know for a fact this is going to be awesome. We have a Bray Wyatt segment, but we also have 8 matches to discuss. 4 non-title matches, 4 championship matches. It's half and half, the best of both worlds. And it starts here tonight. So, here's how things are going to work. We're going to kick things off, folks, with a steel cage match.
I don't see a steel cage around this, Christian. Oh wait, there it is.
Indeed. As Drew McIntyre is taking on Karrion Kross.
My man.
So, at Extreme Rules, as we have discussed before, Karrion Kross beat Drew McIntyre. Actually, no, Scarlett beat Drew McIntyre in the strap match.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. Scarlett could, if she's spraying the pepper spray, she could still use it through the cage.
Yes, she could.
So, Drew should probably stay away from the sides of the cage, wherever she's around.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, however, Karrion Kross in the build-up knocked the hell out of, was it Madcap Moss? I tried a match that honestly just wasn't that good.
And they choked him out, and it was funny.
Yeah. I like, however, he did commend Madcap Moss for putting up a hell of a fight.
Oh, he did.
He did.
Then he choked him out anyways.
Something that Drew McIntyre just could not do.
Oof.
Even though I'm like, actually, yeah, he can.
Yeah, he can.
Because, let's be honest, if it hadn't been for Solo Sikoa, Drew McIntyre would be the Universal Champion right now.
He should be.
Very well should be. I remember we were building the whole thing up for Drew to finally get it in the UK against Roman. It finally happens, and then Roman wins again because of Solo
They rip it away
Sikoa.
from us.
At that moment, I was like, oh, come on. Seems as if we just can't seem to catch a break.
Exactly.
If Roman Reigns was to beat Drew McIntyre, beat him fair and square.
Yes, with all these shenanigans every freaking time. For Roman Reigns, it's getting mysteriously awkward.
We're definitely talking about Roman and his amazing main event coming up later.
Yes.
But in the meantime, folks, with the whole thing of Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross, I think this time, McIntyre's going to win this match. And the reason I say that is because he's already lost at several pay-per-views in a row.
Mm-hmm.
If you look back on the history of Drew McIntyre on pay-per-view, he's not exactly won a pay-per-view match since WrestleMania.
Oof.
Because at WrestleMania Backlash, he teamed with RK Bro and lost to the Bloodline. He did not compete at Hell in a Cell because, let's be honest, almost nobody from SmackDown competed at Hell in a Cell.
Dude, for real.
He lost the Money in the Bank ladder match. He didn't even compete at SummerSlam. He lost to Roman Reigns in the main event of Clash of the Castle, and then he lost to Karrion Kross at Extreme Rules. So if you think about it, Drew McIntyre's on a pay-per-view losing streak.
For real.
I'll be honest, it really went over my head for a while because I'm like, wait, what?
Exactly.
I guess it just goes to show Drew still puts on kick-ass performances to the point where we forgot that, oh no, this dude actually has been on a losing streak on pay-per-view.
It's not gonna hurt us. Not gonna hurt him that much.
Yeah, look at Seth Rollins, right?
The new U.S. champion, which he's not gonna be on the show. Has the U.S. title been? Oh, the U.S. title has been Saudi Arabia, has it?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
You know, I personally had hoped that Seth Rollins would be defending his title in like a 4-way at Crown Jewel against the likes of Mustafa Ali, Elias, and Matt Riddle because they're all involved.
Dude, for real.
Or if not just that, or just a one-on-one match with Seth Rollins and Mustafa Ali. Because, why not have, a Muslim person performing in Saudi Arabia since Mansoor is not going to be there?
Yep.
So I figured, why the hell not? But no, we don't get that. It's crazy. We don't get Matt Riddle. We do not get Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel.
Weird.
Very weird indeed.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have Ronda Rousey performing.
Nope.
Nor Liv Morgan. Nor whoever the hell could be challenging Ronda Rousey.
Nope.
We're saying nope for a lot of things.
Exactly, because there's nobody there.
And yet, despite that, we still have a stacked match card.
Yes, we do.
So I'm amazed at that. So for here's the thing. I say McIntyre needs this win more than Karrion Kross does, because I get Karrion Kross, you gotta build him up and shit like that, right?
Exactly.
Obviously, it's...
Kross is already built up already, so... it's not gonna be McIntyre. Who's Macwa? Anyways, it's not gonna be McIntyre.
McIntyre, okay, Macwa would be if he joined the Maximum Male Models.
There you go. Now they're gonna steal that idea from me, Christian, knowing if they watch our podcast anyway. So there you go. Anyways, yeah, McIntyre, will he be hurt if he loses? Not really, but I think he needs this win more than Kross. Kross, it's not gonna hurt him if he loses, especially if it's inside of a cage. I think
there could be an escape win.
Yeah, escape. No, he's not gonna pin him or anything. So I'm gonna go with Christian. I'm gonna say also that Drew McIntyre wins. Not against Kross. You guys know I love Kross, but I don't think he needs this win. I think there'll be a rubber match after this, probably down the road, and we'll see what happens there. So I got Drew McIntyre winning.
Personally, I think the way it should end, Drew McIntyre should win when both men are trying to escape at the same time and his feet manage to hit first.
There you go. Oh, reminds me of Batista and The Undertaker back from 2007.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, though, their feet landed at the same time.
Yep.
Which led to the big cash-in by Edge.
The best cash-in, in my opinion. Well, one of many.
Many indeed. All right, folks, we're going to move on to the next match. This match, very interesting. May want to reinforce the ring for this one. It's Braun Strowman and Omos, and for once, I can't believe I would ever see anyone make Braun Strowman look small.
Dude, when I saw it, my jaw dropped. I was like, okay, that's big. That's really big.
Here's the thing. Omos, in my opinion, is not like, our present-day Great Khali.
No,
Omos can actually go for someone his size.
He's very good.
He's what we were hoping the Great Khali would have been.
Yeah, I never cared for Great Khali anyway, so...
Unfortunately, here's the thing. Great Khali used to move very fast until, apparently he suffered an unfortunate knee injury.
You were correct.
That fucked his mobility up for life, and that was before he ended up in WWE, because I've seen footages of matches he had prior to that. I was like, oh my god, he's moving.
Yeah, Great Khali used to wrestle in Japan, India, places like that.
So Braun Strowman and Omos, obviously this is a match that a lot of people are just not caring about, and I understand that very much, because, the two biggest men here, wrestling doesn't exactly have the same feel like the times when Hogan took on Andre at WrestleMania 3.
Which I guess this is weird to compare. It's not even a comparison, I'm just putting it out there. This is their version of Hogan and Andre.
Yeah, I would not look at it like that, because if you remember, Hogan had a major size difference from Andre the Giant.
Never mind then.
There was a major size difference. In this case, not really, because Omos, I get it, he's 7'3", and Braun Strowman's 6'9", 6'10". I get that, but
yes, sir.
The fact of the matter is, Andre the Giant still had a major height and weight advantage over Strowman, and these two, Braun Strowman and Omos, it's a different scenario, because they got less than 100 pounds. Actually, matter of fact, less than 50 pounds between them.
Yeah, dude, for real.
So, would you say that this ring is going to collapse?
Yes.
I don't think they'll do that.
I don't know. It could happen, but I'm going yes, just for the heck of it. Why not? But they had to build the ring back up, so
yeah, they would.
I'll say yes. I'll just say yeah, whatever. I kind of want to see it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Omos, we all get it. He has not exactly done much since he got paired with MVP.
Which makes me wish the Hurt Business was still around, because he'd be so good in the Hurt Business.
Yeah, the times, of course, after Bobby Lashley beat Omos at WrestleMania, And I get that Omos did get his win back at WrestleMania Backlash, but it didn't exactly help him.
Nope.
Not much, I don't think, can help him, because, no offense to Omos, I just don't know how much further we can go with this guy.
Yeah.
And MVP, I commend you, dude. You're doing your best to help him out, but, I just don't see it.
There you go.
In comparison to when the times an MVP was with Bobby Lashley, that was different.
Yes, sir.
Hell of a great time, though, especially when Lashley was WWE Champion throughout 2021.
Make him a 3-time champ, please.
Anything's possible. Perhaps we could see that. Perhaps we could see that in 2023. After all, he's still owed a rematch for the WWE Championship. Now, I get the whole thing about the title is unified, blah, blah, blah. That's still bullshit. But no, yeah, I would say Lashley deserves the WWE Championship. Take it away from Roman Reigns. Let Roman keep the Universal title.
Should never unified those belts in the first place, but anyways, they're having unified.
We've always said that for the longest time. I'm going to go with Braun Strowman to take this win.
Strowman.
Yep. And now we're going to move on to a 6-man tag team match as the OC takes on the Judgment Day.
Oh, Christian, wait a minute. Look over there. It's Priest. He's telling us something.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. He wants us to rise.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Rise. Yeah, rise.
Stomach's hurting. Maybe I got to sit down.
He said he yelled at you to rise.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing. Got really bad stomach problems. Okay, fine, I'm going to rise. Jesus. Didn't have to send Rhea Ripley after me.
Exactly. Oh, hi, Finn. Oh, yeah. Too sweet. Yeah, too sweet.
Hey, look, there's Oh, yeah, that's Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, Dominic. Screw you.
Hey, look over there. It's AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows.
Oh, Bullet Club. Come here. Too sweet.
I gotta admit, though, it's crazy to think that, Gallows and Anderson are back in the WWE.
I remember the rumors of the day when that happened. Like, it was rumored they were coming back. I was like, I don't know. Like, and I shut up on that day. I'm like, oh, okay. So cool.
It's good to have the OC back, huh?
OC, BC, whatever you want to call them. It's the club, no matter what.
See, it's the, what is it called? The original, the only club?
The original club. Yeah. The only club that matters, the original club, whatever you want to call it. It's I call them the Bullet Club. That's just me. It's Bullet Club. Just the W's version of it, so.
Yeah, let's be honest. The actual Bullet Club is lacking big time.
And dead. And it should be dead, but it's still
dead.
Going.
Yeah. So, I did get some tweets, though. Some people told me, no, OC didn't come back. It's the Good Brothers. I'm like, well, duh.
No crap, Sherlock.
Yeah, I'm like, that's practically the same thing. They're still Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They're still part of the OC. The OC is the group that they were in with AJ Styles. Hello.
Exactly.
And, well, it's officially confirmed they're the OC, so ha!
Exactly. And Carl Anderson is still never open heavyweight champion. That's a long story. But anyways.
The Judgment Day, on the other hand, I will admit, has gotten a lot better these days.
I'm still watching for Finn. That's it.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, at least you finally get Damon Priest something to do. You finally get Rhea Ripley something cool to do. And, then there's Dominic Mysterio. That's all we got to say about that.
Yeah, there's only Dominic Mysterio. That dude, no. Just, work on your promos, kid.
But I think we can agree with one thing.
What's that?
It's time that in 6-man tag team action, that Judgment Day finally wins, since they haven't done that since Hell in a Cell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you look back, the Judgment Day at, was it SummerSlam? They lost to the Mysterios. Clash of the Castle, yes. They lost to Edge and Rey Mysterio. And Finn Balor, well, he beat Edge at Extreme Rules in the I Quit match, but that wasn't exactly a tag match. And the Judgment Day was involved, yes. However, that was Finn Balor single-handedly.
Yes.
It's time that the group, as a trio, finally see what they can do. I'm hoping the Judgment Day wins, but at the same time, you got the OC here. This is their first pay-per-view in, a couple years.
2 years.
That's what I just said, but okay.
Oh, whoops. Anyways, well, Skype's being weird with us, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways.
Yes, indeed it is. So that's why it's very interesting to think about. I remember, like, in the podcast, we kept predicting, Judgment Day to finally take a win, and then they end up losing.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I think for this case, I will once again say, I predict the Judgment Day to win this match, to keep themselves going, because I believe out of the trilogy of AJ Styles, Gallows, and Anderson are going to do just fine.
I am going to go with the OC to get the win. Just because, it's their first match back in over 2 years. And plus, they have that quote-unquote reinforcements coming in to take care of Rhea Ripley.
Okay,
I know who it's going to be.
That's bullshit. You only picked that because you want to be half and half with me.
That is also true. That is also true. Because I want to be half and half. We haven't done half and half yet.
We haven't done it indeed. We both picked Drew McIntyre, and we both picked Braun Strowman. Now, one of us picked a Judgment Day, the other picked the OC. Okay, we're good to go on that.
Yeah, going with the OC.
All right, you ready to batten down the hatches for this one?
We're not on a ship. We sailed the ship.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well,
yeah,
whatever. Same thing. The almighty Bobby Lashley is taking on the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar.
Round two.
Round two, and this time not to be interfered by the likes of Roman Reigns.
Thank you, God.
Meanwhile, Bobby Lashley, what the hell is he doing?
I don't, Bobby who?
Oh, yeah, remember those jokes? Knock, knock. Who's there?
Yes.
Bobby who?
Oof.
The one thing I'm glad for is when Brock Lesnar came back, I'm actually glad that even after Vince McMahon retired, Brock Lesnar's still here to stay.
Exactly. Brock wasn't going to go anywhere, people. Come on now.
I like how Cowboy Brock also returned as well.
Yeah, that's what I yelled at that. I'm like, let's go, Cowboy. Because people were showing like he was shaved and all that kind of stuff. He probably was, but he grew that back fast.
Turns out, however, that picture was a little bit of aged old. So no need to worry about that. Now. Or it could have been in between WrestleMania and SummerSlam because, he was absent for that big time.
That is true.
I like how when Brock Lesnar came back, he was like, well, holy shit.
And they bleeped that. It was so funny. Good evening, Brooklyn. And good evening, Bobby Lashley. And they beat the living hell out of him.
Yep. I gotta admit, though, I love the brawls that they've been doing, though.
Oh, it reminds me of, like, let's go back to 2012 with John Cena when Brock first came back in 2012.
No.
Why?
I have a better one. 2015, Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker.
Oh, that one's legendary, too.
Because for that one, Brock Lesnar literally stormed the ring.
Yes, and everyone and all the commentators ran out, and there was nobody on commentary. It was just back and forth, and I loved every bit of it.
I'll be honest, if we were in the ring and we saw Lesnar run toward the ring, we would have bolted out of there.
Yeah, I want a running Lesnar coming after me. The dude's fast, even in his 40s.
Yeah, so watch out. He's 46 years old. It's still crazy.
That man's 46. What the heck? Okay.
Bobby Lashley is 47.
Jeez.
A lot of these people are old now.
Bobby Lashley does not look old.
Yeah, he really takes good care of himself.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. That shiny bald head.
Yep. Yeah. Could you imagine if Bobby Lashley had hair his whole career?
Yes, I actually could.
I honestly could too. There's just a lot of people who look better when they're bald.
Exactly.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Remember when he was blonde as the ringmaster? And in WCW is stunning Steve Austin?
Yep. Dude, The Rock looks good bald.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think The Rock looks best that way.
Oh, for real?
So as we all know, the Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar took on Bobby Lashley, and that was the big match that everybody was finally excited for, and it was actually good for the most part.
It was okay, from what I remember.
The Roman Reigns speared the living hell out of Brock and cost him the WWE Championship, which didn't matter because Brock ended up winning it back anyway.
Exactly. Then they unified him, quote unquote, and then here we are, and then all that mumbo jumbo and that crap, whatever.
Yeah, they could have just done the whole double champion thing. You didn't have to do the whole, quote, unification shit. Because
it's my fault, Christian, because I'm the one who tweeted out, do not unify the belts, and they saw my tweet.
No, let's be honest. We've been worried about this for a long time.
That is very, very true, yeah.
Here's hoping that we still have hope that they will reverse the mistake.
Big one. They snap it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That'd be nice. Snap it like the women's titles when Lashley had them.
Good Lord. Don't remind me of those days.
Lashley were honestly tag team champions before those titles even existed.
Ha. They actually treated them very well.
Yeah,
well,
they actually did.
The belt very well with today's titles. What do I know, right? Anyways.
Well, we know a thing or two.
That's true. Yeah, we know a lot.
So this is actually very interesting. Perhaps, I honestly think this has to go to Brock Lesnar. Because Bobby Lashley did win the first time they fought, and Brock Lesnar hasn't won on pay-per-view since the Elimination Chamber.
I love Bobby Lashley, but I'm going to go with you as well, Christian. I'm going to say Brock wins.
Yeah, I think Brock could use this more than Lashley could.
And I don't think they're done, honestly.
Plus, another thing being, Bobby Lashley could still... Doesn't he still want that U.S. title back from Seth Rollins as soon as he's done with Brock?
Yes.
So yeah, better watch your steps, Seth Rollins.
And his blonde hair.
Very I won't lie, it looks really good.
He does.
Yep. Overall, though, we're both going for Brock Lesnar. 3 matches out of 4 that we've talked about so far. We have the same pick.
Yes, we do.
It doesn't mean it's predictable, folks, because any shit can happen.
Exactly. Anything can happen on our podcast and on that show because we love what we do.
Anything can happen out of nowhere. And here's an example. The next match, the start of our title matches, was for the women's tag team titles between the new champions, Alexa Bliss and Asuka, taking on Dakota Kai and Io Sky. And as we know, this past Monday on Raw, that was out of nowhere.
Yes, it was.
I remember when the show started, I didn't even think that Alexa and Asuka were going to be back from their injury, much less win the tag team titles that night.
Well, the winning the tag belts, my friend threw this out on our fun little call we had. He threw out that they saw Pyro on the stage, so he knew right then and there they were probably going to win, but I was like, I didn't see it, so. And plus, like, I kind of had a feeling they were going to win the tag belts because, like, it was Halloween, and, it's like, hey, let's close out the month with something cool and wholesome, and plus people are giving up on Triple H and, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, it's weird.
A friend of yours, huh? Who are we talking about? Are we talking about someone who was in Dallas at the arena?
Nope. No, this person's not in Dallas. He's in the state next to me.
Isn't Texas the state next to you?
No.
The other one that's right next to you?
To the right next to me, Christian.
Oh.
Georgia.
Oh, right, Georgia. I was honestly about to think Washington.
Nah.
That'd be way too far. Nah, is Alaska right next to Alabama?
No, I'm not going to Alaska. Actually, I kind of want to go to Alaska. I'm not gonna lie. There's probably nothing there.
There's mountains. That's something.
Shoot, why not?
I honestly wouldn't be against that. Anyways, yeah, I would say that this is an interesting thing because Alexa Bliss and Asuka, they're both now 3-time women's tag champs each.
Well, I know what my friends are going to have about that one.
Alexa Bliss has teamed with Asuka and won the titles with Nikki Cross twice. Asuka, on the other hand, has had 3 different partners, from Kairi Sane to Charlotte Flair to Alexa Bliss.
Where the heck is Charlotte?
She's out because, she's dealing with, I believe, mental health problems.
Oh, well, mental health always is important.
Yeah, at least that's what I think the previous report was. Regardless, I think she'll be back soon.
Probably with the Royal Rumble.
Regardless, it's always good to see Charlotte Flair.
It is. Just don't give her any more titles. You know what? Just give her a title. I don't freaking care. Give her the Raw Women's title. Please. Anyways.
So shall I say this, or shall we... Actually, I'm just going to say this. Damage Control is dead.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else.
Oh, no. But Damage Control is dead.
I'm going to kind of bounce off that one there, Mr. Milk, if you don't mind. Do I think Damage Control is dead? No, I think Damage Control is, I wouldn't say quote-unquote damaged goods. I think they're in a phase of, like, there's nothing really else to do with them. And it's like, it's going to coincide with the next match we're probably going to talk about. They're not really, they're in a state of limbo, I might call it. The state of limbo. And, Triple H is trying his best, his very best, to work on the women's division. and he's trying to undo everything that the old regime did. And if I don't know, you can't fix everything overnight. Damage control, like, it's just, I don't want to say it's dead. I'm not giving up on it yet. Like I didn't give up on Judgment Day. I'm not giving up on damage control just yet, but there are cracks that are starting to show where it's like you can only go so far with a stable. And it's like Bayley should have already been champ by now. She should have won the belt at Extreme Rules already. Seriously, she should have won the freaking title. And of course, I don't know. It's a weird scenario.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to make good of a bad situation, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, Extreme Rules was the night where Damage Control easily got their asses kicked by one person. That was Bianca Belair.
Yeah, and that was so stupid.
So that's why it's gonna be tough when we talk about the women's title match, but we'll get to that later. But that's why I'm like, and then you go from having Damage Control get their asses beat like that to losing several matches over the course of the last couple of weeks to losing the tag team titles to Alexa Bliss and Asuka just less than a week from the time when Bayley is set to take on Bianca Belair again.
Also, to be fair, WWE has no tag team division for the women, even though we got people like Dana Brooke out here saying, well, we need to get, an Intercontinental title for the women. I'm like, you can't even manage your own tag division. What do you need a freaking mid-card belt for?
If I'm being perfectly honest, if we can trade the women's tag titles for that, I would totally be down for it.
I mean, if it's booked well, I'd say go for it, but you need to have a plan B just in case that plan does not work. I mean, get rid of the women's tag belts, or get rid of the 24/7 belt. That's what she has. But, get rid of a championship to bring in something else to make it at least useful because you don't have any tag team. So, with that being said, I guess, that could be a side thing they could do. But, but like I said, Triple H can't work his magic overnight. He's only been in power for creative control for 100 days. So there's been plenty of time for Triple H to improve the division. But, there are some cracks starting the show. And but I haven't getting up on Control just yet. Not yet. Yeah, it's going to take a while for me to give up on them.
Regardless of whether or not Damage Control retained the tag titles or if Alexa Bliss and Asuka won them, the problem is, aside from each other, who else can they face? The next random team that shows up about 7 weeks later?
I have no idea, because that's what I'm saying. I said this a long time ago. There shouldn't have been women's tag team belts in the first place. Period. I don't care what anybody says. There shouldn't have been women's tag team champions in the first place because you didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, indeed. That's why it's always been a recurrent problem. We've been talking about this over and over for years, that this is an issue.
Yeah, exactly.
I just really hope that somehow, some way, they can fix this up, but it's not looking promising.
With Triple H being in power for 100 days, there is some need for improvement. And it's not like he's going to fix everything overnight. I know what people are going to say, that the division is dead. And I get that. I can understand where he's coming from with that. But for me, in my standpoint at least, now, you can have your own opinion. That is totally fair. But for me, there are some room for improvement. And I think Triple H, I don't know. It's going to take a while. And I know 3 months, I know, and I get that. But at the same time, he can't work his magic overnight. There's been so many times to improve the division, but let's be honest, there's no division. The division is non-existent.
Yeah,
the women's tag team belts are non-existent. Let's be fair.
This is why I've always said that the one thing they should really do before they brought back the women's tag team titles is create your tag team division. Hello.
Exactly.
Do that
Chris,
first.
Remember that tournament they were doing, or that rumored tournament? I think they were doing. Yeah, it was tournament, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Well, that failed.
Yeah, that failed big time.
That failed.
And it wasn't. Here's the thing. It was because a lot of those teams. Here's the thing. A lot of those teams that were in said tournament don't even exist anymore.
They don't. They're dead. They were put together just for the sake of it.
Yeah, they literally are. When you got women's tag teams, what they should do is, here's an idea. If you want to resurrect the Mae Young Classic, go for that, but make it a tag team one.
I'm cool with that.
Hello, more tag teams. If you want to build a tag team division, you got to get the teams in.
Exactly. Even NXT's doing the tag team division right. I mean, because they have teams down there.
They do, yeah.
But, like I'm saying, Triple H can't work his magic overnight, but there needs to be some improvement. And, people are giving up on Control. People are giving up the tag team division, like Christian said. To be fair, you shouldn't have brought back the tag team titles to begin with. They should have been quietly scrapped, quietly retired, and you should have, I'm saying this, I guess you should have brought in a mid-card championship. Ta-da. And we're a little bit well, then what's happening with this?
Yep. As always, we say ta-da.
Exactly.
How is it that we can say ta-da things and they sound so simple and easy, and less problematic, and yet that's the most difficult thing for WWE to do.
I know, because WWE is stubborn.
Stubborn as all hell. I mean, we're stubborn as well.
At least we take effort to do our shtick.
Indeed. But
yeah, we do.
To this match, I'll be honest, I see Damage Control winning back their titles.
Yeah, literally, yeah, Control's winning back the tag belts. I don't care. Next.
That's going to be the shortest title reign ever if that happens.
I think it will be, actually.
It will. And then we're like, oh, well, that just happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Oof. Then they're going to complain, oh, well, they're not treating the tag division good. I'm like, well, then we told you.
Yeah, we told you.
We told you. They don't care.
But speaking of tag teams, that's also going to, we're going to continue on the topic of that for the next match. And this is actually a tag team title match we're excited for. It's the undisputed WWE tag team titles as the Usos are defending against the Brawlin' Brutes.
Fight night.
Yep, it's fight night. As the Usos, I guess Jimmy Uso is allowed to cross over now.
Yeah, the Usos were in Saudi Arabia last year.
Yeah. They're taking on the Brawlin' Brutes, Ridge Holland and Butch.
It's Fortnite, not Fortnite. Fight night.
Fucking Fortnite. Isn't that a dead game by now? Or is that still popular?
That game is deadish.
Yeah, let's be honest.
I'll say deadish.
Its peak was 2018. And
I've never played it, so...
Its peak was 2018, and it was sharing its popularity with Baby Shark.
Do not get me started. Oh, do you know that's getting a movie?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's the most... I'm not surprised. It's the most watched video in YouTube history.
And that is very, very shocking.
That is very scary, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Baby Shark, Baby
Shark. Anyway,
that is still a weird ass song, but it worked for the popularity.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
I remember my bro Longneck Josh always doing that on Instagram Live.
Dog, me and him used to do it all the time on Skype. It was so fun.
I remember we always hung out and played The Bird is the Word.
Everybody said about the bird's the word. Anyways.
Okay, folks, the Usos are taking on the Brawlin' Brutes, and when we saw this, and we're like, oh, good, people remember that there's tag team titles.
Yes, because they're non-existent too, just like the women's tag team
the
titles.
problem.
But I digress.
And here's the difference, though. The difference is there's so many teams now. Like, look at the team. There's like 9 or 10 teams over on SmackDown, at least 4 on Raw. But even then, there's a tag team division. But yet, nobody was actually trying to compete for a shot at the tag team titles or trying to earn a spot there.
That's because the Usos are unstoppable?
No, that's because they haven't done shit.
Oh, pretty much. That's also a thing.
Yeah, the Usos are busy fighting each other and Sami Zayn.
And Lulu, Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, he's just there.
Yeah, he's there. He's the enforcer.
Hasn't really been enforcing anything, though.
No, he hasn't.
Nope.
That's Roman Reigns' job. I don't give a damn what the Tribal Chief said. I was on the floor when that happened, folks. I was in the car also. So when Roman said,
you fell to the floor of your car in between the seats.
Yes, surprisingly.
Wow, that's
crazy.
I'll be honest. I actually got scared and held my breath when he said that.
Oof! I laughed. I'm like, bruh. It was just Roman's facial reaction that had me rolling. I was like, bruh, you're dead.
Yeah. As we know, the Brawlin' Brutes have been doing really good lately. And
yes, sir.
I'll be honest, when the Brawlin' Brutes first became a thing heading into WrestleMania, I was, not that interested. Because I was like, okay, we just got this trio of guys. And not to mention, poor Pete Dunne, he's now Butch.
Butch made his debut in my hometown. Crazy.
Yes, indeed he did. But honestly, as time went on, things got better. Especially when they entered a feud with Imperium.
Imperium?
Yep. And then, of course, after that, we had a lot of other crazy shit that went down. Who could ever forget that freaking tag team Donnybrook match at Extreme Rules?
Dude, that match, I actually rewatched it again. It was really still good.
Gunther, been an insane and amazing Intercontinental Champion.
He's going to trot the piss out of Rey Mysterio soon, so there you go.
Well, we have to find out. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on SmackDown. You have to find that out for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
But in the meantime, though, the Brawlin' Brutes, they got victories over the Usos. And I'm like, okay, look, now we got a tag team title match set for Crown Jewel. This is the Usos' first tag team title defense in a while. They did defend a couple times on SmackDown, as last I heard, but the last time they defended on pay-per-view was SummerSlam against the Street Profits. But ever since then, almost nobody was trying to actually contend for the tag team titles, especially with all these teams coming back. I'm like, you have enough teams now to host a freaking tournament or a battle royal or a four-way elimination or whatever the hell you want to do.
Exactly.
But you're not doing it. You got teams like Hit Row, Legado del Fantasma, etc., who could honestly be good for the tag titles. Even Imperium.
This is Imperium. I need to see that.
And yet, nobody is trying to say, we want to be tag team champions. I'm like, what? Then why are you here?
Because the Usos are unstoppable.
You don't even believe that when you say that, huh?
Yes, I do. Because until Roman Reigns loses that belts, the Usos aren't losing the tag titles.
Are you sure? Because I think very well that their situation could eventually cost them their tag team titles, and Roman Reigns is just going to get pissed at them.
Are you true?
Obviously, Sami Zayn's not going to be a crown jewel because we already know about, his heritage.
Yeah, we know about that.
So, obviously, there's not going to be anything revolving around him and Jey Uso at the event.
Nope.
But what we do know is that still doesn't mean there won't be any issues going on, because their problems could very well cost them. Or if it doesn't work, then we got a couple weeks. I'm hoping on the November 11th edition of SmackDown. First of all, I predict the Usos to retain the titles, first off.
Yeah, the Usos, yeah.
I'm hoping on November 11th edition of SmackDown, the Usos take on the New Day for the tag team titles, because if the Usos win then they'll break the record.
Yeah, they will.
And I figured it's only fair, since the New Day has been saying they want to protect their record, then let's do this. On November 11th edition of SmackDown, the Usos take on the New Day. If the New Day wins, well, they win their tag team titles and they protect their record. If the Usos win, then they definitely earn the right to say they're the longest reigning tag team champs in WWE history.
And then they'll drink their Usi juice.
Hell yeah. Oh my God.
Let me not say that again. That sounds very, very wrong. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Or, and get this, the problems with Sami Zayn will cost the Usos the tag titles against the New Day.
That is another possibility I could definitely see happening.
Yeah, because here's the thing. There's a lot of issues going on. They may be on top of the game, but it's time.
Yeah.
I think the direction would be Usos lose the tag team titles to further engage the conflict between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. And Jey Uso even has clearly issues with Solo, Jimmy, and Roman.
Jey Uso has issues with everybody at this point.
It could be the first beginning of the downfall of the bloodline. One by one.
Until you're last standing, Roman.
And then you will be the last one to fall.
To a kingdom.
What?
A kingdom.
And then you're going to drop an entire kingdom on him?
No. It's going to be a nightmare, though.
Well, yeah, it'd be a nightmare if you dropped an entire kingdom on him.
Yeah, it would be, yeah. If you smell what I'm cooking. Anyways.
Huh. I guess so. Wait, you know how to cook?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Awesome. Nice. I'll talk to you later about that. Anyway.
Yeah.
We both predict the Usos to win. Let's move on to the next match. And this is a last woman standing match for the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair is defending against Bayley. And this is, in my opinion, Bayley's very last chance to really show that she's the real deal here.
Please.
Because if she loses, she's lost all credibility as a good heel and a threat.
No more opportunities. No more threats of control. No more.
At this rate, if Bayley loses, she'll just have to go over to SmackDown, because she's not going to be believable as a top heel. Because you can't just keep losing over and over. Hey, look, well, but she pinned Bianca a couple of times. Oh, yeah, very nice. Was a title on the line? No. How about when things matter the most? No. Aha. So at that moment, I'm just saying, Bayley has to win in order to retain her legitimacy as a top heel on Monday Night Raw. Because if she loses to Bianca Belair, that's it. If she loses to Bianca, that's it. Done.
No
Damage Control.
chances.
That will be the death of Damage Control entirely.
Oh, but Christian don't have the tag belts, though.
Who cares about the tag titles? Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares about the tag belts.
The only people who gave a shit about those titles were Sasha Banks and Naomi. They're big names, yes, but they're the literal only ones who give a shit. Nobody else does.
I mean, Bayley and Sasha cared about him. Yeah, they did. I'll give them that.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. And the tag team division, again, is non-existent. We've been telling all that for the past few minutes.
Bayley, if she wants to retain legitimacy as a top heel on Raw, then she has to win this last woman's standing match. And there can be ways of her to do that without destroying Bianca Belair and making her look weak. Because at this rate, it's impossible to make Bianca look weak.
Exactly. Bianca's pretty much bulletproof at this point.
Yeah, she lost to Becky Lynch in less than 30 seconds at SummerSlam and still looked stronger than ever.
Anyways.
She still looked stronger than ever after that.
Yes, she did.
Meanwhile, in this case, Bayley, we look back at 2021 when she was the role model. She lost to Bianca several pay-per-views in a row.
Exactly.
And if this happens again, she's lost at Extreme Rules in the ladder match after Bianca Belair ruthlessly and easily kicked the asses of all three members of Damage Control like they were nothing.
Stupid.
And I guarantee Damage Control definitely will be involved in this match, and so will Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Because it's last woman standing.
Oh, how do you know? Because they're flying out to Saudi right now.
Yeah, and technically Alexa Bliss and Asuka are facing Damage Control at the pay-per-view too. So yeah, they're going to be there.
Exactly.
But yeah, if I'm just saying, if Bianca beats Bayley again, that's it for Bayley. As in,
I'm just going to roll my eyes and laugh at WWE's stupidity.
That's going to be the end of Damage Control and the end of Bayley looking like any sort of serious contender for a championship. You can kiss all that goodbye because all that big return, that big hype and everything, you're not going to look legitimate if you can't beat the champion.
Well, there goes that. And then we get Survivor Series when we get Ronda Rousey. Oh, that's another thing, Christian. We forgot about this. The winner of this is going to win the Survivor Series as champion.
Perhaps,
freaking Bayley. Although, would that be against Ronda Rousey and Bianca? That'd be really fun. Anyway,
well, there's a problem with that.
What's the problem?
There's not going to be a SmackDown versus Raw thing.
Oh, that's right.
It's Survivor Series War Games.
Regular stuff.
I believe, honestly, they're going to put the Damage Control inside War Games to try and legitimize them. And perhaps maybe they'll win to the War Games match, but if Bayley had lost again prior to that, it's not going to look good at all.
Please give the title to Bayley for many reasons. Many, many reasons. One, she freaking deserves it, in my opinion. Two, I love Bianca, but she's held the title since WrestleMania. I think it's time to give somebody else a chance. And three, like Christian says, if Bayley loses, there goes Damage Control's credibility.
Bingo.
Pretty much.
Here's what I think should happen.
What you got?
First off, Bayley should win the last woman standing match.
Yes,
and then at Survivor Series, winner take all.
Oh.
Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka taking on Damage Control for the Raw Women's title and the Women's Tag Team titles inside of War Games.
I like the idea.
There's never been a title match inside War Games, and plus, it'd be nice to try something new for a change.
I'd like that.
That would put some eyes on the Women's War Games match.
Yes, sir.
But only if it's done right, because Triple H himself said he doesn't just want these random feuds to collide into one match. He wants the entire War Games to be one feud.
So that's why they're dragging everything out. The War Games.
That's why I believe that could be the case for the Women's War Games match, and that's why I also believe that the Bloodline will be inside the War Games match with the New Day and the Brawling Brutes, 5-on-5.
That would, oh my gosh. Please, yes.
That would be the perfect test to see if the Bloodline can truly coexist.
Exactly.
So, I believe, as much as I want Bayley to win, I predict Bianca Belair is going to retain again and destroy every last bit of credibility that Bayley ever had since she came back.
You know, I'm going to be different. I'm going to say, just for the heck of it, Bayley wins. Just to be the only man in here to say it. Bayley wins. And then, even then, her credibility, you know, hopefully she wins, but if she doesn't win, like Christian says, there it goes.
There it goes, indeed. And that's not what we need right now.
There it goes. Like, yeah, everyone's giving up.
Yeah, Bianca Belair, she's going to do just fine in hell. Honestly, maybe she could be a really good person to participate in even non-title women's feuds.
As she should be. Please.
Because here's the thing. If you want to bring in, like, the non-title women's feuds and actually try that out, she's the perfect fit for one of those.
Exactly.
That would be fantastic. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, it would be.
All right, you ready to talk the main event?
Yes, I am.
This, honestly, is something I've been looking forward to talk to for a while. The Undisputed Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns defending against YouTube sensation, turned pro boxer, turned pro wrestler, Logan Paul.
The Maverick himself.
Yeah.
Logan P. LP.
I still can't believe this is actually happening.
When this was announced, I legit busted out laughing. I'm like, okay, dude, you are high. You're high.
They're actually going through with this. And honestly,
that's legit what I said.
Logan Paul has proven that he belongs on the WWE.
He's proven that he belongs in pro wrestling in general. This dude can go.
Yeah, he's undefeated right now, though, let's be honest, that's probably going to end.
Yeah, that's about to change.
That's all right, though. I remember when I had said in 2019 that I don't see myself ever being in the crowd for anything involving Logan Paul, and he ended up being at WrestleMania in Dallas.
Yep.
And I was there like, oh, well, fuck. I was there to watch Logan Paul's in-ring debut in WWE.
There you go.
He teamed with The Miz to take on the Mysterios, and boy, he was the shining star.
Of the Caribbean.
And then, wait, what? Oh, fuck. I just now realized what you just said. Okay. Then at SummerSlam, he beat The Miz, and oh my god, that match was still amazing, too.
That frog splash to the table was really good.
Logan Paul is showing that not only he belongs here, but he's willing to take risks here. He's almost reaching Shane McMahon. Okay, no, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
No, if you put him inside Hell in a Cell, I guarantee he'll jump off of it.
Logan Paul inside Hell in a Cell, that'd be actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. Logan Paul in a ladder match, in general, would be fun.
And I've said this before in the build-up to this. While a lot of fans, they don't like this, obviously, because you're like, wait, Logan Paul just randomly gets a title match against Roman Reigns. It's Crown Jewel, first of all, so it's Saudi Arabia. It's probably what they wanted.
The Prince wants it, so...
And for the other, this is a bigger...
You're not getting Goldberg, so there you go.
And for the other, this is a bigger deal than what you're leading on here, because... This is like, as much as I disagreed with him at the times, this is like when Logan Paul took on KSI in his boxing fights. It was something that a lot of people just did not like, but at the same time, the majority were paying a lot of money to.
I watched the fight. It was actually pretty cool.
Tickets for those fights were selling out. The build-ups were gaining millions and millions and millions of hits.
And lots of money, too.
I literally just said that, but okay.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the whole thing with Logan Paul taking on Floyd Mayweather in the build-up. While the fight itself, honestly, let's be honest, that was scripted as hell.
Yeah, it really was.
The build-up to it of Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, once again, made a lot of money, got a lot of hits, and it was a huge deal. It's the same thing now when he's taking on Roman Reigns, the top guy in the WWE, for the world title.
Exactly.
Because that's what's going on here. I understand that, yes, Logan Paul may have had only 2 matches in here. And yes, his fights with the likes of Floyd Mayweather wasn't that good. Hell, I'll perfectly be honest, Jake Paul's a better fighter than he is.
That is actually true.
Yeah. I don't like Jake Paul at all, but I actually commend what he does.
Yeah.
Then, of course, Logan Paul, when he had his fights with KSI, that was one big YouTuber versus another big YouTuber.
Yes, sir.
But yet, it was still a huge deal because of their big following. That's the thing with these celebrity performers. They have huge followings, which brings in numbers, which brings in money. And folks, as much as you don't like it, business comes first, and that is good business. That's what, honestly, I'll take it from the authority. That's what's best for business.
You sir, yep.
And a lot of people are definitely saying that this decision was out of Triple H's hands. I'm like, no, that's not true, because he's in charge of everything creative. The Prince, I understand, he may have his requests and everything, but at the end of the day, that all comes down to what WWE wants. Vince McMahon made these matches official. Triple H is making these matches official. Every match that's being made official is made by Triple H and nobody else. And everybody wants to go ahead and spread rumors by saying, oh no, Vince is doing this, or Triple H is being forced to do this. No, fuck you. That is not the case at all. Triple H knows what's best for business, because if he didn't know what was best for business, Roman Reigns would not even be champion right now. There'd be a lot of other people.
Is Vince's idea.
There'd be a lot of other people who would not be around here. And here's the thing. If Triple H didn't know what was best for business, no disrespect, Liv Morgan would still be champion.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, Ronda Rousey, based off her stardom and bigger name, was the right decision. Because it's best for business. Business, folks. Yeah. Business.
Yeah, I realize WWE, of course, is a business at first. Yeah. It's here to make money.
We're not here. It's like, here's the thing. WWE is not a personal standpoint company. We're not doing things by what you personally want to see, because, oh my God, it would be awesome. Here's the thing. If you want to put these dream matches into perspective, then you got to set them up the right way. You can't have Johnny Gargano, no offense, main eventing WrestleMania, because he's honestly not that big of a name.
Johnny Gargano? Nah. I mean, I love Gargano and all, but bruh. Him main event in WrestleMania? I mean, y'all are going to eat your words for that one. We might. We might. We don't know.
We just might.
Now? Nope. Not now. Near future, maybe.
Yeah, the thing, of course, is, you got these major stars. That'd be like, once again, saying, like, if Roman Reigns this upcoming year was to perform in both nights, if he were to face Cody Rhodes one night and then The Rock the other night, he'd face The Rock. He'd face The Rock the second night.
Exactly.
I don't know why I've seen a lot of people like saying that, oh, Rock versus Roman night 1, then Rock versus Cody night 2. I'm like, why would you take your biggest attraction and finish him off early?
No, that literally happens on night 2.
Yeah, and people of course want to bring up the whole thing with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, if you remember, the whole thing about Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kevin Owens, that was not even a match until the actual freaking night was in progress.
Exactly.
And even then, the planned main event, the big hyped up main event at that time, was Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns to unify the 2 titles. That'd be like if they put that match on night 1.
Exactly. You don't have Cody Rhodes main eventing. I mean, that's going to happen soon. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, I'm just saying, the whole thing with Roman Reigns and Logan Paul here, this is in Saudi Arabia, so you can relax and take it with a grain of salt however way you want it. But the fact of the matter is, this is the match that honestly is what's best for business. And be thankful, this ain't a WrestleMania match.
Logan Paul could main event Mania. Don't at me.
I'll be honest, yeah, he could. He very well could.
He could sell out a Mania.
If he competes long enough and actually performs long enough, I honestly think he could be the main event of WrestleMania.
Logan Paul could be WWE champion one day. That's a fact.
Yeah, he very well could. And it's not, and here's the thing, the whole thing about them being champions because of stardom, that's how it works, honestly. Why do you think Jon Moxley's the AEW World Champion? He's like their top name over there right now, who's not suspended or injured.
You see, AEW has Jon Moxley, and WWE had John Cena.
Bingo.
Very weird, but still, 2 big Johns out there doing their own thing.
And here's the thing, we don't agree with a lot of what Tony Khan does, but he does make sure that his top stars are the champion.
Exactly.
Jericho was champion. Moxley was champion. Kenny freaking Omega was champion for almost an entire year because he was their top draw.
Yep.
Hangman Adam Page. While they did fuck up his reign, he was honestly the big talk of the town when he was the champion. And then, of course, you got CM Punk, who, let's be honest, he was the top talk of the town until he fucked himself over with his goddamn fucking ego.
And then he's the talk of the town for many other reasons, too. Oh, well.
Now we got Moxley.
Anyways.
And then you have Moxley competing for the title with the likes of Bryan Danielson. And now coming up, MJF, because MJF is the top dog of the town.
MJF's going to be the next world champion. Like, we're just giving examples. Like, and who's say, Logan Paul, he's a YouTuber. Ain't that right, Christian? He's a YouTuber.
Yes, he's a YouTuber.
This is not
However,
going to encourage other YouTubers to come in and be a wrestler.
I mean, I hate, like, I wouldn't exactly say this a lot of often, but I would be surprised if somehow, some way, we bring in the likes of Mr. Beast to compete. If Mr. Beast ever competed, I guarantee they'd put him at the top. If he was a wrestler, they'd probably put him at the top because he's got a following of like nearly 110 million subscribers.
I hate saying this, but they could bring in somebody like Cardi B or somebody like JoJo Siwa to come into WWE and do their thing. If they're trained, if they're freaking willing to do this, they're going to bring in these YouTubers and these celebrities. Look at Bad Bunny. He did his check. Look at, you got these other people. Logan Paul is signed to the company. Like, he's a star, whether you like it or not. You don't have to like Logan Paul, but at least you have to respect his work ethic in the ring.
Yeah.
And his work outside the ring.
And then, of course, there's a whole... And then, of course, there's quite possibly, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in Jake Paul and have them do tag team action.
Please don't give them ideas. That's a possibility. Just don't give them ideas.
Not to mention, I've seen, like, that one time when Miz had a little bit of a run-in with KSI.
I'm fine with KSI coming in. He's actually cool.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. These guys may be YouTubers, and here's the thing. That may sound dumb, but you gotta realize these YouTubers have a lot more followings than majority of your favorite wrestlers.
And that's true.
Like, no disrespect.
Logan Paul is more followers than Roman Reigns. Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah, Logan Paul, is a bigger star worldwide than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he is. Like, it's just the truth. You don't have to like it. You can deny it all you want, but it's the truth.
Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul is the big money match because it is a big money deal.
And you can say, oh, well, the Prince asked for this. No crap, the Prince asked for this. He wants an attraction there.
But in the
That's
end,
why it's happening.
Yeah, you got to have your big attraction here. And let's be honest, I predict Roman Reigns to retain the title, obviously.
Well, yeah, Roman Reigns is winning.
But I guarantee the way this is going to come out of it, Logan Paul is going to look like a star.
He's going to hit the one lucky shot, whatever that is. He's going to there's going to be a near fall in the match. Guaranteed the Usos are going to get involved. Solo Sikoa's going to get involved, blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to get some weird shenanigans. And then Roman's going to retain anyway. So we know Roman's winning. That's not the issue. It's just how we get there.
Yeah, how we get there is all that matters. I guarantee it's going to be fun. Or it's probably not going to be fun.
Next week to talk about it.
A lot of people are already saying that they hope that Roman crushes Logan Paul within seconds. I'm like, nice. He also said the same thing about Floyd Mayweather knocking him out within seconds, and that didn't happen either.
It's going to take a little bit to put Logan down. And like I said, I'm becoming a fan of Logan.
I've honestly been a fan of Logan since WrestleMania because when he impressed the hell out of me, and I was there in the crowd, I was like, oh my God, this guy's great in the ring. And also,
Logan's
like the fact,
really,
while he
really
does have his controversial things from years ago, but he's made up for said mistakes. And it's okay, you don't have to forgive him, but at least he's actually making efforts to be a better man. That's the important part. And if you don't like it, well, kiss his ass.
Exactly. He's literally, he's improved. You can bring up all of his personal problems and stuff. That's your deal. That's you have to deal with. I wouldn't get into his personal life. That's none of my business. But oh, well, he did this stuff in the past. I mean, again, that's fine. Hold him accountable. But that's it. That's in the past, dog. Like Logan's changed. Like I think he's changed, honestly, in my opinion. Wrestling wise, I like him. Person wise, again, that's none of my business. But I like him as a wrestler, and I became a fan of him as a wrestler. This is not because of somebody's like opinion or anything, or somebody changed my mind on it. Because I personally think Logan is very good, and he's earned my respect as a wrestler.
And I guarantee honestly that a lot of the eyes are going to be on Crown Jewel, especially those in the YouTube world, but mostly those who don't even watch wrestling are probably going to have eyes on the product because of this match.
Yeah, Jake Paul, watch and see your brother do something that he's doing a lot better than you anyways.
I mean, Jake Paul's actually in Saudi Arabia with Logan.
Oh no, he's showing up.
I'm not surprised that he's there because, the whole thing is, like, you'd want to be there.
Exactly. What's his brother?
It's Logan's. Perhaps this match could be bigger than his fight with Floyd Mayweather.
There you go.
Because here's the thing, it was an independent exhibition boxing situation. In this case, it's the top wrestling company in the world, one of the top sports companies in the entire planet.
Yes, sir.
And Logan's taking on the top dog over there, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is the top deal. That'd be like, if Logan Paul was, Logan Paul like 10 years ago, he'd be taking on John Cena.
Exactly.
And that'd be a huge money match.
Yes, sir.
10 years ago, the big money match was John Cena versus The Rock in 2012.
This might be big. Like, well, if we get The Rock and Roman, when that's announced, that's going to be big. But this is probably the biggest thing we got so far.
So far, anyway, yeah. So that's what I'm hoping. They're going to do good. Roman has a lot of respect for Logan Paul. He wouldn't be competing against him if he didn't.
Exactly.
So, how's this going to go down, I wonder?
Well, how do you think it's going to go down? I'll get my thing about how I think it's going to go down.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that we have a clear-cut winner, and that clear-cut winner is none other than Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Roman's going to win. The question is, Christian, is something going to happen after the match?
I don't know. Is something going to happen after the match?
Do not, and I repeat, do not even think in your pea-headed brains, do not, under any circumstances, put Bray Wyatt anywhere near Roman Reigns.
Oh, Bray Wyatt. I was about to say, wait, I thought you were going to bring up Jake Paul for a second.
Oh, no. He can be in there. He can be in there with Roman Reigns. I don't freaking care. Roman would kill him anyway, so not in a real fight. I mean, also, let's be fair, people. Logan and Jake would kill Roman in a real fight. Yeah, they would. They'd kill half of the freaking roster.
I also think this as well. Imagine. This is crazy.
What are you doing?
Jake Paul turns heel on Logan Paul.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else.
Jake turns on Logan. Imagine that.
I mean, there's a Mania match, I guess. You could do it. You could do it, honestly. Mania next should be centered around Hollywood.
I'm already predicting
You might as well.
Logan Paul, he's either going to be in a singles match against somebody, or he's going to be in a tag match with Jake Paul.
And win the freaking tag belts. I'm going to vomit all over the place.
I mean, I don't think they're going to, win the tag belts. I think we're going to have another Mysterios versus Logan Paul and Miz situation. That type of tag match.
I'm fine with that. Maybe I'll warm up to Jake Paul. Yeah, I like Logan. There you go. I'll take Logan over Jake any day because Logan's better in my opinion. Jake's he gets on my nerves easily. But yeah, under any circumstances, do not have Bray Wyatt go anywhere near Roman Reigns. Don't have them interact with each other. Do not mention promos with them. Do not have them be in the same ring, the same locker room. Well, that same locker room, that's sure the same locker room. But anyway, under any circumstances, do not have Roman Reigns anywhere near Bray Wyatt yet. Until the time is right. I know you're smart, Triple H. Don't. Please don't.
Yeah, I highly doubt they do that because, let's be honest, if they did Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns, where would Bray Wyatt go after that? Because he ain't going to beat Roman Reigns instantly.
Back to catering. That's where he go, Christian. I don't freaking know.
Yeah, the thing of the matter is, Bray Wyatt's got to build up his cult because I heard, there's quite a possibility a long-term plan for him and a cult at WrestleMania. So, there you go.
A big plan for WrestleMania for Bray Wyatt.
That'd be nice. And, Roman's got his own path. I think if they collide, you know what would be actually crazy?
What's that?
What if Roman Reigns beat Cody Rhodes?
I'd laugh. And
then we're like, once again, we think, oh my God, the guy we thought was gonna win lost.
I think I get a pretty good idea of who would beat Rock because the Rock's not beating him. Let's be honest, folks. If the Rock beats Roman, I will. Oh boy, there's gonna be just things said if that happens. I think I know who they built up to face Roman and beat Roman if Code Man can't do it.
All right, and who's that?
And no, it's not Finn Balor. No, not him. No, not him.
Then who you got?
And maybe with Bray Wyatt, but no.
And who you got?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll say it. Okay, Roman Reigns, and people are going to hate me for this, but I don't care. Roman Reigns would hold the championship until WrestleMania 41.
Wait, 41 in 2025?
Hear me out, Christian. 44. Yeah, hear me out. 41. No, not 41. 40. WrestleMania 40.
I was about to say 41. That's in 2025. He'd held it for another 2.5 years.
Okay, let me rephrase that. WrestleMania 40. My bad, folks.
The one in 2024. Right?
What?
The one in Philadelphia, right?
Yes, in Philly. Birthday Mania. My bad. Yeah. Birthday Mania. Anyways, WrestleMania 40. Roman Reigns would hold the title until WrestleMania 40. Roman Reigns would drop, and this will give them enough time to build this individual. Enough time. Roman Reigns would drop the championship to, I could see them doing this, and people aren't going to like this. I could see them dropping, or him dropping the title to Braun Breaker.
I was about to say Braun Breaker.
Yeah, Braun Breaker. That's what I could see them doing.
Personally, I would.
That's the only reason I could see Cody Rhodes losing.
Personally, I would not be against it.
Although there is Austin Theory, but let's be honest, Theory's not beating Roman.
No, not a chance in hell. Austin Theory couldn't even beat Seth Rollins.
We don't talk about that. Anyways.
Regardless,
and Theory's not being buried anyways.
The match with Roman Reigns and Logan Paul, it's a big money match, and it's something to just kick back and enjoy a nice afternoon with, and it's going to make a huge headline.
And it's going to make lots of money, which is, again, what WWE is all about. I think people need to keep forgetting about that. It is a business first, then an entertainment company second. Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah, you got to work with what's going to be the best thing, what's the best highlight.
Exactly.
Logan Paul is a huge hit.
Exactly. I know we're not e-drones saying this, whatever the heck y'all people want to say. No, we're just speaking truth. And honestly, our opinions. And you don't like it? Well, wrong podcast.
Indeed. All right, folks, that is our predictions to Crown Jewel. I'm looking forward to the show.
Yeah, CJ is going to be great.
Yeah, wait, what? That guy from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
No, CJ.
Yeah, CJ, the guy from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh, I invited him into the lounge last week.
You just got to follow the damn train.
There you go.
That's still, in my opinion, the best GTA game.
The most underrated. I love GTA 5. Yeah, people were saying that too. It's all right. Yeah. Oh yeah, GTA 6 is coming out just way later.
Yep. And folks, well, as you all know, next week we'll review Crown Jewel, followed by the predictions to Full Gear the next week, and then after that, there'll be a double. The review of Full Gear and the predictions to Survivor Series War Games, which will be followed by the review of Survivor Series, and then followed the next week by the predictions to NXT Deadline, and then finally culminating the year with the review to NXT Deadline. So we still have a lot to go with the Losers Lounge podcast in 2022.
And then WWE's going to add another show to end the year, and then we're going to be back again, because why not?
Oh my God, we're already doing 11 in a row, and now it's going to be like, what, 13 in a row?
Yes, that'll be a record. This is already a record, technically.
This already is a record.
Yeah, this is a record. Good God.
All right, well, Balor, you know what to do.
I think I do. Let me polish everything up. Okay, we're good. Go sit down over there. Exactly. Okay. Anyways, we're the Losers, and this is our lounge. We'll see you next week for the review of Crown Jewel.